Okay, flow control. So TCP provides the mechanism for flow control. Flow control ensures that any TCP endpoint can receive data loss, process data reliably. TCP handles flow control by adjusting the data of transmit source and destination at a given session. So basically, what you mean by flow control is, yeah, is basically try to avoid any kind of congestion. So, for example, sender has a 200 megabits, 200 gigabits of data, and he wants to send this information to receiver. Okay, now receiver might be already busy doing some other chats and window as well. He has a certain buffer. Okay, if you are sending him 200 megabit data straight away, the buffer is already full. He might drop it. Half of the message he drop it, often say, please send me again. So it is the data will be lost in the middle. So that is why receiver, when it sends the message, and out of a certain period of time, if the buffer is get full, the sender is saying or receiver saying, let me finish my query and send me more. Clear? The tap and the buffer is get full. If you put more water is coming, it's be overflown. The water will be wasted. So you cannot put more water until you clear that water. So that is called flow control. So in the flow control, what happened? You get a stop signal from the receiver. Sender want to send this message as soon as possible, but it is the capability of the receiver, how much messages, how much data he can receive. So that is called flow control. In order to use the flow control, this is called, this is called the, I think windowing coming there. So that's called, in order to retransmit or wasting any messages, actually we use flow control as well. Flow control, TCP, reliability, three-handed, these are very important concepts, and most of my students should know that. And I'm telling you,